Welcome to Rove Know How. Today we are going to learn how to design a roll-up banner of a restaurant in Photoshop. Now let's get started. Open up Photoshop, go to File, go to New. So we are going to put in the dimensions of a roll-up banner. So I'll come on the width. I put 31.5 by height. I put 97. So here I'll choose, I put inches. Resolution I'll put 150. Then I'll press create. So this is our blank canvas. So we are going to import the logo of the restaurant first. So I'll come on my desktop. You can use any logo of your choice. I will import it here. I drag it here. Then I'll go to the move tool. I click it and I drag it. I drop it here. So this is our logo. So we shall come on the background, click it and create a new layer. We want to give this layer the color of this logo. So I will come, click here and copy this color. Press OK. So you will press Alt backspace to fill our new layer with that color. Then I'll come, I select this layer again. I create a new layer. So I want to fill this layer with white. So I'll come here. I choose white. Then I press Ctrl backspace. I press Alt backspace. Then I come, I click here. I scale while pressing Alt. Then I drag it up. I'll scale again. I drag it up. Then I'll move the logo above here. I scale it. So I'm going to go to the text tool. I click here. I type food. I'll scale it, make it big. So I'll come here. I'll press T on my keyboard. Then I come here. I choose a font, Montserrat. You can use any font of your choice. I want a black, that one. So I'll scale it. I'll double click it and come here and I choose a red color. So then I'll drag it here above. Then I'll duplicate it, Ctrl J to make a copy. I'll scale it down. I double click it, I type delicious. I double click it again. I come here, I click here, I get a black color, I make it black. So I put it on top here. So I want to change its font. So I'll press T on my keyboard. I come here, I choose any calligraphic font. Yeah, let's use this one. You can use any of your choice. So I'll drag it. Then I position it where I feel it's serving the purpose of the design. So right about there. Yeah, delicious food. So now we need to import some images to use of food. So I have mine already here. So I'll import them here. This is the collection of the images that I'm going to use. You can use yours. So I'll click this one. I drag it here. I scale it. Then I'll click it. I come here on FX. I go on stroke. I give it a stroke. I'll increase the stroke size from here. If you want to change the stroke color, you can come here, but me, I prefer white. So I'll press OK. Then I'll go back and I import more images. So I'll come on this layer where I put my images. I have this pizza. I have So I'll bring this free. So I'll put the pizza first, then I bring this local food here and this and the chips. I want this to be on top, so I'll drag it above, so it's on top. Then this one also I'll drag it above, so it's on top. So I'll select everything and I scale to increase the size. This pizza I'll pull it a little bit here. So this is what we have so far. So then I'll come here on top, I create a new layer, I go to the pen tool, so I'll click here, then click here, then come here, click, hold and drag, then I click here, then I click here, I hold and drag, then I click here, click here, then I click here, I hold and drag, then alt click, then I come here, then I connect here, then I right click, I make selection. So I will come, I choose this red color here, then I come down here, I choose a red color, then I need a dark red. Then I'll go on our gradient tool, this one, I choose the first gradient, then I'll click and drag. Okay, so I'll bring this here on top here. Let me scale it a bit. So I'll click on our font, I duplicate, I'm holding Alt, Control Alt, then I click and drag to make a copy. Then I want to bring it on the very top. I'll change its color, I'll double click it, I pick the color of these chips. Then I click and I make it smaller. I bring it here. I will double click, I put art. I'll put 30k. Then I make it small. So I'll come, I click this layer, this one. I go to this, I go here, I choose the elliptical market tool. I come, I draw a circle like this. Then I press Ctrl M. Then I'll pull to make it a little bit lighter. So this is what I've created, that line. So I'll select the price and this, then I'll Control Alt, I drag, Control Alt, I drag. So I'll select everything. I'll select this one, this and this and this. Then I scale. Then I'll reposition them. Okay, so far that's what we have. So I'll change the price here. I'll put 25. Then here I can put 50. So we will select this and Control Alt drag to duplicate. Then I'll come on my text tool. I select it. I write up to 40% discount. So I'll put it here. I'll double click it. I give it a white color. So I'll press T on my keyboard for text. Then I come here, I change it, I make it regular. make it not bold. I'll drag it up a bit, then I'll come back, Control Alt drag to make a copy. I'll get my text tool, then I write we deliver. I'll double click it, I give it white, make it bigger. Let me reduce its size a bit. So I have a delivery man here, so I'll come here. I have this, I'll bring it here. We deliver, or we can put this first, then this one comes here, then we drag it up a bit. So we shall come on this up to our discount word. We Control Alt and drag to make a copy. We double click and make it black. We write our contact plus 256 756 796 458. Okay. So we will come on our food word. We click it, we come here and give it a stroke. We want it outside, not inside. We want to reduce, let's reduce its size. Okay. Then we come on this white layer, we click it, then we get the brush tool. We make sure here there is white. We get a brush, we have a brush tool, then paint. We are painting on the white layer. Let me select this layer. Let's select the, double click on the food word and press Alt and the arrow button, the left arrow button to squash it. Then we put it in place. We go back and select this white layer. We get our brush tool. We paint even here. So we'll come, select this layer. We come on FX and drop shadow. We increase the shadow distance. We reduce the opacity. We increase the size to make it blurry. We press OK. Now, so far we are doing good. So we will come on this layer, this one. We'll create a new layer. Then we get the pen tool. Then come and make some circular shape. So I'll click here like a snake. I make this circular shape like this. Okay, now we'll go on our brush tool and select this color on the logo. We click here and select this color. We pull out. So I want to make my brush size to be this size. Then I'll go to the pen tool. I'll right click and stroke path. Then I make sure I put here brush. Then I press OK. Yeah, so I'll get that strokes. Then I'll right click and make selection. Then I'll come here on this layer. I'll reduce its opacity. So we are almost getting done. So we will come on this layer, this one. We come back here and click here on the down one and select this color. then come here and put white. Then we get our gradient tool. We go on this circular gradient, then we click here and drag out. Yeah, we bring in that color difference. Now let's come here and import some more food. Let's get this chapati. We put it there. We come back. Let's get these donuts. We put them here. You can rotate. Let's get this. We put it there. Or we can put it here. I want it behind, so I'll drag it here until it's under. Yeah, so it's behind. I'll position it like this. So I'll select this layer, this one and this one, and I merge them. I press Ctrl E to merge. Then I need it to be under. So I'll pull it until it's under. Yeah. Then I'll go here on filter blur, Gaussian blur. I want to give them, I don't want them to have much focus, so I'll put a blur here. Okay, I press OK. So that's our Rollup banner for a restaurant. Now let's drag it to our mockup. So let me first delete this. Let me delete this. So we have our design that we've made. So I will import my mockup here. I'll drag it here. So we are going to put our Rollup banner here on our mockup. So I'll come back on our design. I'll come here on layer. I go on flatten. Once it flattened, then I get the move tool. I click, I drag, I bring it here. Then I'll scale it. I'll click, I drag it here. Then I'll press Ctrl. I click here and drag while pressing Ctrl to make it fit. I'll do the same thing. I'll press Ctrl, drag here, Ctrl. Yeah, so I'll duplicate it. I put it on this one also. I'll come there. I'll press Ctrl, click and drag. Ctrl, click and drag. So that's our design for today. Thank you for following along. Hope you've liked it. Hope you've learned something. Don't forget to like, share, follow and subscribe for more exciting tutorials. It's been Rove Know. Until next time, bye bye.